105.1 FM. Twese hamwe birashoboka.
We got you updated. This is Radio Imanzi News in English.
This is Radio Imanzi, broadcasting from Kigali. Here is the news in English, brought to you by Fiona Umuganwa. The headlines. Uganda's Minister of Foreign Affairs, J.J. Odongo, is in Rwanda for diplomatic and political consultations with his Rwandan counterpart, Vincent Biruta. High-ranking officials, staff members from 85 public institutions and representatives from 31 projects are expected to testify before the Public Accountants Committee to explain cases of public asset mismanagement raised by the Auditor General. Tanzania's telecom company has launched the country's first 5G technology in what promises to be a transformational development in the country's digital journey. Welcome back. News in detail. Uganda's Minister of Foreign Affairs, J.J. Odongo, is in Rwanda for diplomatic and political consultations with his Rwandan counterpart, Vincent Biruta. A joint statement by both ministries of Foreign Affairs of Rwanda and Uganda indicates that Minister Vincent Biruta received his Ugandan counterpart, General J.J. Abubakar Odongo and his delegation. The two ministers held diplomatic and political consultations to strengthen bilateral cooperation between Rwanda and Uganda. The statement further says that both ministers acknowledged the ongoing progress made so far to normalize bilateral relations. They reiterated their commitment to focus efforts on the mutual regional security and development issues that impact the socio-economic welfare of the peoples of the sister countries. They agreed to review and revive bilateral cooperation in the different areas of interest by convening the next Joint Permanent Commission between Rwanda and Uganda. High-ranking officials, staff members from 85 public institutions and representatives from 31 projects are expected to testify before the Public Accounts Committee to explain cases of public asset mismanagement raised by the Auditor General. According to a statement issued by the Parliament today, the exercise will take place from September 5th to 23rd in the Public Accounts Committee room of the Parliamentary Building. The public hearings will focus on institutions and projects identified in the Auditor General's report for fiscal year 2020-2021 as having irregularities in the management of public finances and resources. Female university graduates will begin 6-month professional internship in local government institutions, which will provide them with the skills they will need if they choose to work in local government. Manzi Prince has more on this report.
The Rwanda Association of Local Government Authorities, RALGA, in collaboration with the Ministry of Gender and Family Promotion, provided these professional internships of local government institutions for female university graduates. This internship is encouraging and preparing them to become future technical governors. Some of these girls say it will help them implement and apply what they have learned at university and expose them to the labor market.
Until the RALGA internship of 6 months, I'm gonna work with the local leaders so that we have to achieve the sustainable development goals, especially as environmental manager. I have to combat for the climate change. Not only that, as a digital champion and business coach in Digital Opportunity Trust, I'm gonna offer the entrepreneurship skills there to the young entrepreneurs in Gisagara district.
I will help the farmer who lives in Kamunyi district to plant their crops using irrigation system. In marshland, we will use surface irrigation system. In upland, we will use pressurized irrigation system in order to increase our yield, to meet our market, also in order to increase GDP of our country.
According to Ladislas Ngendahimana, RALGA's Secretary General, the internship aims to instill confidence in those women while also contributing to their role in local governance administration through technical and directive positions.
We introduced these programs basing on the outcome of the elections and local government examinations, competitions. Our end objective is to prepare them and to make them confident that they can confidently and ably compete for technical and elective positions in local government. So we shall make a follow-up actions. We shall keep empowering and mentoring them as they shall be at work. We are working with the local governments and the ministry and the UN Women, but our end objective is to ensure that women can understand the working environment of local government so that they can confidently and ably compete for these technical and elective positions in local government.
MIGEPROF's Director General of Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment, Cyrus Ngayawosha, stated that this internship will aid in closing gender gaps in local government institutions.
We need to bridge like a gap between the academic trainings and the workplace. And it also fits in the gap has been showed up that we don't have enough women and girls in local government structures, and also that we need girls down there to inspire a big number of girls at the grassroots level.
In this edition, 120 female graduates were chosen from various universities and colleges and will be deployed across the country in all districts. This professional internship will last 6 months, and everyone chosen will receive 100,000 Rwandan francs in transportation and social life benefits while performing their duties. Mans Prince, Radio Imanzi.
Chenemungu Benansil, an elderly woman from the Ruhango district, has asked the authorities to assist her in obtaining a prosthetic leg for her disabled leg so that she can walk and earn an income. The 65-year-old woman says that she does not have a prosthetic leg and that she gets around with a cane, which prevents her from doing some work that would help her make a living. Mukanjenzi Alphonsine, the deputy mayor in charge of social welfare in Ruhango district, said that she will follow up on this woman's case and assist her in obtaining the prosthetic leg she needs in collaboration with the sector in which she lives. We shall come back after the advertisement with economic items.
Urifuza kumenya ubuhinzi ndetse n'ubucuruzi bw'indabo bukorera mu Rwanda. Bella Flowers ni umushinga ugamije guteza imbere ubuhinzi bw'indabo ndetse no ubucuruzi bw'indabo binyuze muri Bella Flowers.
Currency market review of today. The Kenyan shilling buying price was 8.5 Rwandan francs and the selling price was 8.7 Rwandan francs. Tanzanian shilling buying price was 0.43 and the selling price was 0.44. Ugandan shilling buying price was 0.27 and the selling price was 0.275. Burundian franc buying price was 0.49 and the selling price was 0.5. The US dollar buying price was 1,024 and the selling price was 1,045. The British pound buying price was 1,186 and the selling price was 1,210. The euro buying price was 1,026 and the selling price was 1,049.
Some items of international news on Radio Imanzi.
Tanzania's telecom company has launched the country's first 5G technology in what promises to be a transformational development in the country's digital journey. Launched in Dar es Salaam today by the company's acting managing director Hilda Bujiku in the presence of Minister of Information Communications Information Technology Nape Noye, the new technology is a notch higher than its predecessor 4G technology. In terms of speed, 5G offers 40 times more speed and efficiency, reaching up to 500 megabytes per second with enough spectrum. When tested on a mobile device at the launch, the 5G network reached 287 megabytes per second within less than 4 seconds. Burkina Faso's chief warrant officer Alizeta Kabor-Kinda has been named the 2022 United Nations Woman Police Officer of the Year. The officer received her award from UN Peacekeeping Chief Jean-Pierre Lacroix at a ceremony in New York. She serves as a gender focal point with the United Nations Multidimensional Integrated Stabilization Mission in Mali, where she supports the Malian security forces in the Menaka region to promote and improve understanding of gender, child protection, human rights, and civil protection issues. Following her efforts, more victims of sexual and gender-based violence are coming forward to report their cases to local authorities and to receive medical care, now 3 or more per month from none before her arrival. Her efforts have also focused on expanding the number of girls in schools and reducing early marriages. The International Monetary Fund has approved a $1.3 billion grant to Zambia as part of a deal to restructure the country's massive debt, which has crippled its economy. The IMF said in a statement that the 3-year program aims to restore debt sustainability, create fiscal space for essential social spending, and strengthen economic governance. Zambia became the first African country to default on its estimated $17.3 billion external debt during the pandemic in 2020. After a 25-year absence of a U.S. envoy in Sudan due to diplomatic differences between the two countries, a new U.S. ambassador, John Godfrey, arrived in Khartoum today, according to a statement by the embassy. The statement further read, envoy will strengthen relations between the American and Sudanese peoples and support their aspirations for freedom, peace, justice, and democratic transition. 21 young people who died in a South African tavern tragedy in June were suffocated, 5 parents said today, relaying information given to them by health department officials as the conclusion of an official investigation. The teenagers died at a tavern in East London Scenery Park Township in the early hours of June 26th, shocking the country and resulting in several investigations by the police and liquor license authorities. Multiple causes for the death of the teens had been flagged in past weeks, including poisoning from what they may have eaten or drunk. With that, we come to the end of tonight's edition.